Hey guys, my name is Haley and today I am here to film a quick little book tag video. I was tagged to do the 4 Seasons book tag by Kate, who is a friend of mine here on BookTube, so let's get started. So basically this tag is just to name the season and then a book that reminds you of that season, so I'm gonna start with spring. The book I chose for spring is The Trouble with Flirting by Claire... I don't know how to pronounce her last name. And this is just a cute, quick little contemporary that I'm pretty sure I read in like a day or two tops. And the reason I think it reminds me of spring is because I'm pretty sure I read it in the spring. It was either last year or the year before. It's just a book I got off Book Outlet because the synopsis said that it had to do with a theater camp. And it's just a girl goes there, meets the hot guy who's like the lead in the show, and I have a soft spot for any contemporary, even if it's super cheesy, any contemporary that has theater elements, like the main character being involved in theater in some way. So that's my book pick for spring. The next season is summer. I went with the Sarah Dessen book, and that is The Truth About Forever. The reason I picked this one is because it takes place during the summer, like a lot of Sarah Dessen's books. But this one in particular is the main character, Macy. Like, her boyfriend goes off to brain camp for smart people and she is stuck with her mom. She's supposed to have like a boring job working at the library over the summer, and then she runs into these people from a catering company called Wish. That's all like a super chaotic, like all over the place people. She meets one of the girls from there. She meets one of the guys named Wes, who is one of the cutest love interests in the world. And it's basically her like getting into this sort of chaotic lifestyle because she's never had that in her life. This is one of my favorite Sarah Dessens, and I think it's a perfect like summer read. The next season is fall, and for this I chose An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This was my favorite book of last year, fun fact. But I distinctly remember getting this book. I think I won it in a giveaway, and I was gonna buy it anyway, so I was really excited about it. But it's a sort of, it's kind of a dystopian, but it's like a regressed society that's based on ancient Rome. And I just distinctly remember sitting at my kitchen table. It was like the first couple days of September. The leaves were starting to change color. Pumpkin spice lattes had just come out, and I was sitting at my kitchen table with a pumpkin spice latte. I think it was for a readathon, maybe like TBR Takedown or something like that. I just distinctly remember sitting there with my cup of coffee. It was early in the morning on a beautiful fall morning, and I was just sitting there, and I sped through this book so fast because I loved it. I thought it was so good. It was so interesting. It was so action-packed. I love the characters, and this book will always remind me of fall. It's even got like fall colors on the cover. It's just fantastic. And then last up is winter, and the book I picked for this one is kind of random, but kind of not, because I read it during the winter. I binge read the entire series this past January, February, and that is the Left Behind books by Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins. If you don't know, this is a Christian book series based on the events that happen in Revelation, which is the last book of the Bible. So basically, it's a fictional Christian take on the apocalypse, like what happens after the rapture. So I loved this series. I'd seen the first 2 movies of the Left Behind series. I think they only made 3, but I really liked the first 2, so I just literally powered my way through all 12 books in this series over the course of like mid-January to mid to late February, and I don't know, it just makes me think of winter because that was the period of time of winter that we had here in Ohio. Because if you live in Ohio or anywhere around here, we didn't really have a winter until like mid-January, and then we had winter from like mid-January through April. Like, just a really weird time for us to have winter without having any of it really during November, December when we usually get it. So I just remember binge reading this whole series during that period of time when we actually finally got winter, so it just reminds me of that season. And that's all I have for you today. I didn't think about this. I think I'm going to tag people. I'm going to tag Jill from Midnight Reads. I'm going to tag Melissa from The Bookish Babbler. And I'm going to tag Casey from A Basket Casey Reads. So thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys decide to do this video, and I will see you next time.